Hi guys, Health Lights. As promised, I thought I'd do a video after each race that we do, just to show you how we're going on. This is our race from Honiton, which is 109 miles to us, I think. I'll show you on the race results in a bit anyway. We sent 8 pigeons. We would have sent more, but they weren't right in the flights. They're molting very bad. So we basically stuck the birds in the race that had a full wing basically. We don't like to send pigeons without a full wing because it's a disadvantage. So the birds must have at least, if they have 9 full flights and one that's poking through the quill, that's absolutely fine. So they got to have at least 9 full ones, and even if another one's halfway up, it doesn't matter because that's not a disadvantage. So we like to send pigeons with the best possible advantage we can. Other fanciers might not give a shit about that, but we do. So that's how we do things. That's basically something that I've learned off my dad. My dad, when he was racing in the 70s and 80s, he never used to send pigeons without full wings, so we carry that on now. A lot of fanciers do it. Even Andrew Sara does the same thing. So we was told to look out for the pigeons about 1:30. The liberation was at 11:15. So we was waiting and waiting. 1:30 came and went. Andrew had his first bird at 1:33. We had our first bird at 1:42 or 1:43. I'll show you in a second anyway. Way off pace this week. We sent 8 and we've only lost the 1. So good returns for us, which we're pleased with. That's another load of pigeons that can go next week. We've picked out our wood cocks for next year. We're not going to send them to Salisbury, not now, it's too much of a jump, but the rest will be flown on, mostly hens, as we don't race hens next year, and a couple of cocks that will be put in because we've picked out the best cocks that we've had racing so far this week. So the pigeons that we didn't pick out this week will be going next week to Salisbury, which is our last race. So yeah, I'll crack on with the results now. So here we are, guys. 49 birds went, 3 fanciers sent. It's not a big club. We've actually got a new member coming next year, which is always good to get new members in. Seeing as it's a dying sport, not very many people are coming into it anymore, but some blokes are coming out of retirement and starting up again, which is really good news. So we'll have an extra member next year flying. So 3 fanciers sent. Ian didn't send his birds because they're falling to bit through the molt. Same with ours. The ones that didn't go this week are falling to bits, so they're not going. There's no point in throwing pigeons away. So Andrew Sara there yet again. You've got to have a good pigeon to beat Andrew. A very, very good pigeon. He's there every single week. So he got 1st, 2nd and 3rd. We got 4th. We beat Mervyn. Mervyn's been in the sport for 50 plus years. He's won numerous combines before as well, feds and that. So we come 4th, and we was only 13 seconds behind 3rd place, which we're absolutely delighted with, thinking that we come into the club pretty low on confidence because we thought we were going to be miles behind, but we was behind the first bird by a good few minutes. But yeah, we come 4th club again, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the top 10. We're always there or thereabouts in the top 10. We're always there, which is good, considering these birds have been through a lot this season with young bird sickness and only been started to be trained halfway through the young bird season. They've come well and they're doing the job. So 4th pigeon, my girlfriend picked that out. She picked that out last week. It was the 1st pigeon this week and the 2nd pigeon last week, so she's got a good eye for a good bird. That is a brass penning cross Jansen. So yeah, we could have pipped 3rd place if apart from 13 seconds. As you can see, the trap in here is horrific because we're absolutely surrounded by trees. We've got trees on that side of the garden, as you can see. Massive, great big sycamore there. That one is a pain in the ass. They're all a pain in the ass. The birds do a few circles. They could come down a lot lower if there was less trees here, sorry, and we'd get better trapping. But you know, we can only deal with what we've got in front of us. So apart from the trees and the poor trapping that we have to deal with, we do very well, to be honest. So we're pleased with that. We'll have more pigeons going next week to Salisbury, because the pigeons that didn't go this week their flights will have popped through the quill and they'll be right in their flights then. So we'll be sending probably about 9 or 10 pigeons next week. We will probably be expecting to dip a few, because the ones that didn't go this week will have to jump to about 50 miles. But that's the way it is. We've picked out our Woodwood cocks now. The rest are mainly hens. There's a few cocks in there, but we've picked out our Woodwood team for next year, to be transferred in the loft behind me. So that's that, guys. Nothing else to report apart from when we was training this week, one come back, landed on the roof. He's already had a couple of races, so he will be kept back for Woodwood anyway. He landed on top of the roof, and the poor bugger broke his foot. He broke his foot. He landed very awkwardly, so hard that he actually broke the ETS ring, which I'll show you now actually. So this is the ETS ring. Normally these guys, they click together. You can hear it when you put it on the pigeon's leg. They make 2 clicks to know it's on proper. The cock in question, he basically landed on his foot so hard that he snapped so as you can see, it doesn't click anymore. It doesn't click together. It's broken. So he landed pretty hard. He's now in sick bay. He'll be kept in there for at least 7 to 10 days to let the foot heal, because if we kept him in with those guys, he would have been beaten up and picked on, and he wouldn't have picked up. So yeah, he landed pretty hard to break an ETS ring, that's for sure. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll keep you updated on, well, next week when we send to our last race, which is Salisbury, 189 miles, and then I'll do a video after we come back from the club. So shouts out to everybody on the channel. Ham's Flight Kit Box, I think your first race is coming up soon, so good luck with that. Your pigeons are coming really well from training, so I hope that you do well in racing. Tipplerman266, always watch his videos, pleasure to watch. Same as B-Rod, same as Skywatchers, Germ Tipplers, Blessings Loft, Hidden Hollow Loft, White House Loft, everybody that's on the channel. Sean from Lower Pigeons, Hawaiian Brian, which I haven't heard from in a while. I hope he's okay. Keeping in touch with the pigeon world. But everybody that's on the channel and enjoys our videos, good luck with the rest of the season, and I hope you have good returns on your races, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.